Alright, I just got back from my run, and as the title of this video suggests, I will be participating in Hyrox next year in 2025 when it comes to Singapore. So as many of you know, Hyrox is a race that consists of 8 stations and there's running in between, so that's like 1 kilometers running. So in total there is 8 kilometers of running. And the way that the race is structured is such that most people will be able to do it. The only difference is the time that it takes you to complete the race. The stations are pretty simple movements which does not require you to have some specific skills like some other sports. There are the open, mixed, doubles and the pro categories, and of course if you are someone who is athletic, you would probably be inclined towards going for the pro category to push and test your athletic capabilities. Me personally, when I discovered Hyrox, and that was through Instagram from looking at my friend participating in it earlier this year, which was in June, and another time which was in August. So that was the first time that I saw Hyrox, and it really appealed to me because it seemed like something that I would want to do if I want to participate in an event. And after a little bit more research into it, I realized that the top athletes in these sports are really very fit. They are doing this event at 50 plus minutes, which is sub 60, and that is really crazy considering when I look at other YouTubers or individuals who are doing these events, there are people who are doing Ironman, there are people who are doing marathons, and they are struggling to even hit that 1 hour timing. So that really further intrigued me and made me want to commit to this and go for the event next year. On top of that, I was initially an athlete who is more of a short burst, explosive kind of person. I was doing gymnastics, cheerleading. So these are really high intensity workouts in like 2-3 minutes. So if you are talking to me about endurance sport, that is a whole nother game. And if you're talking about 1 hour plus of doing intense workout plus endurance, so that's even more exciting. And the endurance side of this is what I'm already starting to work on, and I'm slowly improving on it. Like I said, I wasn't always an endurance athlete, so running is something that is fairly new to me. I'm still learning how to run far and fast, right? So I've built up my training program. I've already been running for the last couple of months. I started running again when I went for the Garmin run. That was a 10 km run, and my only goal was to hit within 1 hour 10 minutes, which is a very slow pace for most people out there. But like I said, I'm not so much of a long distance runner, and I did manage to hit below 1 hour 10 minutes. So that is okay for me. And my next goal for 10 km is definitely hit below 60 minutes, which is achievable for most people. I'm just working on that slowly. So how am I preparing myself for this Hyrox event that is upcoming next year? Hopefully. 2 parts to it. Number 1, I'm doing my workout at the gym. So that is Monday, Wednesday and Friday. I'm doing my strong lifts plan. I've been doing this for the longest time since I was doing cheerleading back in more than 7-8 years ago. Right, I've retired from that. I've retired from cheerleading and gymnastics. But ever since then, whenever I go to the gym, it's overwhelming. I'm more inclined towards doing compound movements such as the squats, deadlift, bench press, overhead presses, barbell rows, those kind of movements. So that is building up the strength that I would need for this race. Of course, there's more specificity to it coming towards the race itself, and for that I'll probably have to sign up to some gyms to try the actual stations such as the ski ergs or the sled push and the sled pulls. And number 2, easy runs. Nothing crazy, just really easy runs. I've been building it up for the past couple of months, starting from 3 km, and then I slowly build up 10% per week, because that was pretty much the knowledge that I gained from the running community when I watch the YouTube channels that are out there, which they give good advice. So yeah, I've been building that slowly. I'm not doing crazy workouts. And back then, before I started to learn how to run properly, the only running that I did was for my 2.4 km runs for IPPTs, right? So the max that I run is probably 2.5 to 3 km. Just to prepare for that 2.4 km run and trying to hit goal. So my knowledge for running back then, when it comes to training for the run itself, is to go all out every single session, which I did not know there are different ways about it, right? Going slow and then slowly progressing out over time, you have different types of workouts such as the intervals, tempos, fartlek, and all that stuff. And that could really help your running performances. So yes, I'm just building up my aerobic base right now, not going fast at all, just slowly building up. As of this week, I'm doing 9 km per run session. And next week, it'll be 10 km per run session. And I'm just going to build it up until 12 km. I'm not going to go further than that because it's going to take too much of my time and I don't think it's necessary, at least for me. I'm sure there are different ways of training, and this is just the way that I'm planning out my training program. I'm sure there are many different ways to do it out there from those different gyms and instructors that have more experience in the event itself. From the way I'm looking at it, this will be a good start to building my base, strength, and endurance, and then slowly taper down to the specificity of the race itself. So the reason for this video, it will be a series from now on. I will be posting more regularly. Hopefully at least once a week, right? That's something that I'm committing to. And it's more for me to also look at my progress and see how far I've come and the ways that I can improve myself. Okay, I accidentally kicked the tripod, so the angle probably changed a bit. Yeah, so the reason for these videos is for me to track my improvements over time, and also if it can help people out there, maybe someone who is even newer than I am to this scene, yeah, that will be a good thing as well. Right, so yeah, I'm very excited to go on this journey and I really want to see what I can achieve in the Hyrox event itself. I hope to hit maybe like 120, 115, nothing crazy, right, for a start, and then slowly build up to pushing closer to that 1 hour mark, which a lot of people are trying their very best to do it. And I do see that it's a huge challenge because most of them, when they go up that podium at the end line, they are just like lay down flat, battery flat. 0% left, right? So you really have to give it your all. And yes, that's what I plan to do. So yeah, if you do want to follow me on this journey, do subscribe to the channel, like this video, and drop your comments. I do want to learn from all of you out there who have experienced this Hyrox event at least once or twice. See you in the next one.